Fue un gran perro, un gran amigo.
El mejor perro que un niño pudo tener.
Original story was based on the fact that I had a dog and it wasn't meant to live for very long, and I didn't really understand death or anything very much. So, and I like Frankenstein movies. So the idea of taking those two kind of stories and putting them together seemed like a very natural fit. So for me, the movie was a way to explore those themes, but in a slightly more positive way.
Lo siento, amigo.
Frankenweenie began as a short film, right? And then after some CEO of Disney watched the film, they fired you. How do you feel about it?
Revenge. No, it's not revenge at all. No, I just felt grateful to be able to do it. At the time, you know, they weren't making any like short films or anything, so I got the opportunity to do it. And even though it wasn't released, it still did a lot for me. You know, it got me my next job, basically, you know, at another studio. But, you know, it's still a project that meant a lot to me. And then just over the years, you know, going back and looking at the original drawings and, you know, loving stop motion animation so much and thinking about other monsters and kids and things, it just felt like doing a whole new project. It didn't feel the same. It felt like it was a completely new thing. It kind of combines a lot of things that I love, and it was probably the only project, and the first project where, when I expanded it, I thought about everything personal. I thought about the other kids I remember in school, you know, certain kind of teachers, even the places, the look of the classroom and the look of the neighborhood was all stuff that I remember from that time. So in some ways it was the most personal, because everything, even down to the types of kids and the kids I remember in school, was all based on memories.
Sparky, shh, ten calma. Lo puedo arreglar.
There's something about an animator taking an inanimate object and bringing it to life that's just quite exciting and beautiful. And so I think it makes it slightly extra special when you have that kind of a great artistic crew.
And what can you tell us more about the pro-science thing?
In America, there's always this resistance to thinking about things, you know, in new ways, or at least there didn't used to be. It just seems like there is a bit more now sometimes, and an idea of, you know, promoting creative thinking and promoting, you know, interest in science or art or anything, you know, that people sometimes try to suppress a little bit, you know, I thought was a positive message.
And you opened a new world of superhero movies with Batman like 20 years ago. How do you look at the movies today, the comic book movies?
Well, I mean, it was interesting because at the time, you know, they were worried about it being too dark, you know, and now it looks like a lighthearted comedy, you know, so it kind of kept going that way, which is fun, interesting.
And would you like to go back to?
No, well, I don't know. I mean, they're obviously extremely popular. They just keep going up in popularity. But I just feel like it's time something needs to change a little bit. You know, they've been kind of going darker and darker sort of for the last 20 years, and it seems like it wants some kind of change. I don't know what that is, but you know, but it's a great, you know, I love doing it.
Tu perro está vivo.